Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, we're going to talk about one of the biggest topics in the game, tech. So there are a lot of different opinions on what tech you should focus on. Um, the way I'm upgrading my tech works for me, but it might not be the best for you. So if you're free to play or if you spend money, your tech will be very different. And it also depends if you have one tech center or two tech centers. So I'll explain the reasoning why I'm doing the tech I'm doing the way it is. So let's go through each of the tech tree and I'll explain what it does and how important it is in my opinion. So the first one is development. Development is very important in early games. This is what you should be focusing on. Not economy, not hero, not units, but development. The middle row is what's the most important in here. So increases your construction speed by 5%, research by 10%, this one reduces your resources for construction by 5%. This is a lot. 5% is not a lot if you it's for one building, but as the game goes on, this is forever. So that amount adds up by a lot. Another 5%, 10%. Down here, you get your extra barracks. Another 5%, 10%. This reduces your cost of healing troops. So healing troops only cost iron and food. It doesn't cost gold, but minus 25% in the long run is actually a lot. Another 10%, and this is 20%. So once you get down here, these two are not that important. The bottom one decreases your death rate for units in PvP battles. If you don't PvP, this almost doesn't concern you at all. Um, Increases your drill ground capacity. Maximum's 5%. I don't think it's that important. I can have 21,000 troops in my drill ground. That is more than enough. I don't need more than that. I don't need like 30,000 troops. Like that's way too many. The more troops you have when somebody hits you and breaches your base, you actually lose more troops. So not a focus. That's why mine's only at level, what level is it? Level 1? Yeah, I haven't upgraded. So for the ones on the side, I am a fan of hospital capacity. That's just a personal thing, but it's really not that important, really. Increasing the number of trainees you can train per barrack, this is garbage in my opinion. This doesn't really do much. I only have this one maxed out. Well, the first two maxed out because it's very cheap. Doesn't cost much time. That's the only reason why it's maxed out. So I have these ones maxed out. Increasing the unit healing speed. I'm a big fan of this one. I PvP a lot. I need to heal my troops faster in batches, and this actually helps a lot in the long run. So I like upgrading this one. So maxed out, maxed out, maxed out. So training speed up. This is one I would recommend maxing out. Increases your training speed, so you can train more troops with less time. For people that PvP, this is almost like a must. So once I got down here, I stopped upgrading the hospital because this one costs a day. Number of trainees, I don't care for it. So even if it's cheap, I don't want to upgrade it anymore. For 11 hours, I'd rather upgrade something else. This one I want to upgrade, but it costs 3 days. So I'm gonna pass on that for now. This one I want to upgrade also, but it costs 6 days, so I'm gonna pass. And this one costs 6 days, so I'm gonna pass. So my tech for development is pretty much maxed out. Next tech tree is economy. So this tech tree, a lot of new players love to focus on. I did the same thing on my first server, thinking if I increase my resource output, I'll get more in return in the long run. But in reality, you're not getting back that much, especially if you go past a certain level. So I do recommend upgrading up to this point to get your extra gold mine. I do have some of mine upgraded, but only because the time it takes for the upgrade is fast. So most of these ones cost more 19 hours or more. So I stopped upgrading because of that reason. So the resource requirement is actually not that high, but the time I'd rather spend my tech centers researching something else instead of these because, like I said, you don't get back that much. So yeah, all of these cost 19 hours or more, so that's why I stopped. Okay, so don't focus on economy. You get most of your resources from events and stuff like that. It's not you get some from your resource tiles, your resource buildings, but majority is not from here. So don't focus too much on economy and work on your other tech instead. For heroes, it depends what your main squad and your secondary squad is. For me, aircraft is going to be my main and tanks are my secondary squad. So I'm going to be focusing more on the aircraft. There's one thing I don't like about this tech tree is each of the upgrades only applies to that type. So this one only applies to tank. So it doesn't apply to all your heroes. You have to get all the way down here before it applies to all heroes. So these ones are the best ones, 2% to all heroes, doesn't matter which type. This one's for attack, defense, and HP. So, but the ones down here are really expensive and it takes really long time. At level 0 to get to level 1, it costs 7 days and 71 million gold. That's a lot of gold. So this is one of the tech trees I don't focus that much on. So, right, it's only 33%. I do want to upgrade these ones, so I will do it slowly, but I don't want to use both my tech centers for this. So I do have my second tech center researching this. So when this one's done, I'll probably upgrade one of these ones. So yeah, don't focus too much on this. It gets really expensive in gold. You're better off saving your gold for other techs. The next tech is units. I have mine at 65%, so I am a bigger fan of this tech tree compared to heroes. Heroes only at 33%. So when you upgrade your units, it's upgrading the troops. So your heroes, whenever they do something, right, they go attack a base, send them to a tile and do whatever, they bring troops with them. So upgrading this tech tree upgrades those troops. And it's essentially you're applying this to all your heroes and not just specific. So I am a bigger fan of this tech tree. I have stopped right down here. It takes 2 days, 20 million. It's not a lot, but I'm focusing on a different tech. So for that reason, I'm not upgrading this tech anymore. I'm okay where it is right now. The next few tech trees are your Garage 1, 2, and 3. I have Garage 4 only because you have to buy the monthly pass to get access to the Garage 4. Once I stop buying the monthly pass, I lose access. You don't get this if you buy the VIP for with gems. You have to buy the monthly pass. So so 1, 2, and 3, and 4 corresponds to your formation. So Garage 1 is for Formation 1, Garage 2 is for Formation 2, Garage 3 for 3, and then Garage 4 for Formation 4. Garage 1 and 4 are very easy to level up. So they're identical in terms of resource costs and the time it takes to upgrade. Squad 2 and 3 takes a lot longer and it costs a lot more. I've only ever seen Mega Whales have Squad 2 at 100%. I personally will probably not be upgrading my Squad 2, my Garage 2 at all. I just don't think it's worth it. So I'm going to just stick with my Garage 1 and 4 for now. It doesn't cost that much to get this to 100%. I would recommend upgrading this to 100%. And it's kind of like hidden power. So the first two upgrades are against monsters, which doesn't really matter. These three upgrades for all your heroes. So boost the attack for heroes in your squad. So attack, defense, HP. These are for utility, movement speed, gathering speed, squad load. So down here is where all the damage is. So this is for attacking enemy bases, 5% for assaulting enemy bases for attack for your heroes, defense, HP. So these three are only for garrison. So these only apply when you garrison somebody's base and they get attacked and you're defending for them. This is for physical damage, 5%, energy damage, which is what most heroes at this stage of the game is for my server. And this is 5% increase on you kill 5% more troops in PvP to your enemies. So it doesn't cost that much to upgrade this tech to 100%. Highly recommend doing that. But upgrading this doesn't show in power. So what I mean by that is, so my squad 1 is 12.91. If I have this squad in Formation 2, right? My Garage 2 is not upgraded at all. It doesn't reduce this power. So in a way, you can say that this tech gives you the hidden power that it doesn't reflect on your actual power. So definitely upgrade this to 100%. The next tech tree is the Alliance Duel. You want to unlock all your boxes, so unlock tier 7 to 9 as soon as possible. So you want to get down here in the fastest path. But once you have this unlocked, you want to get this tech tree to 100% as soon as possible. Um, this tech tree only costs Valor, it doesn't cost resources, so no gold, iron, or food. Having this one maxed out will benefit your alliance, and it'll require a lot less resources trying to get to 7.2 million points. So even if you don't have any issues getting your points and unlocking all your boxes every day, having it maxed out will help your alliance a lot more in the long run. So if every member in the alliance has this one maxed out, it's very easy to win versus compared to alliances that don't have it maxed out yet. So I have been neglecting this tech a little bit, but I will have it maxed out next week. So for this week, I use a lot of my Valor on Special Forces. For Inner City Truck, I'll just go through all the upgrades first. The first one increases your truck's capacity for iron, food, and coin. So this is one where I will be upgrading later on, but not right now. This one increases your defense, attack, HP when attacking, and this is for defending. This will reduce the time it takes for your truck to arrive. So normally trucks take around 4 to 5 hours. So at level 5, it's 25% less, which is pretty good. This one gives you a chance to plunder an additional good after successful attack. So there's a 50% chance at level 5 to get an extra item when you plunder. And this is to reclaim an item when you get attacked. Okay. This gives you an extra truck. So you can send out 4 trucks a day. So this will give you an extra one. This one attacks from the same commander on your truck are now capped. So they don't have unlimited attempts. So they can only attack 3 times. If they fail 3 times, then they can't attack your truck anymore. This one, the reindeer, is really good, but it's not a guarantee. So when you refresh, you have a chance of getting the reindeer. So when you get this reindeer sleigh, this is the this is the items you can get every time. It's the same amount, same items every time. Whenever you get this, this is what's going to be available to be plundered or for you to get. So the tech for this, same as Alliance Duel, does not require resources, but it does require a lot of Valor. So here's the problem with this tech if you want to upgrade all the way down here. These ones are really expensive. Like look at that, almost 20k Valor. Most people won't focus this, but a lot of people, especially free-to-play players, will focus on this tech tree, um, which I understand because if you're free to play, you're not trying to get T10s anytime soon, and you want to upgrade this tech to get more resources, which makes sense, and it doesn't cost resources, right? It just costs Valor. And at one point for free to players, you're gonna have a lot of Valor, not enough gold to spend them on your other tech. But just because you have one extra truck doesn't mean your truck is not going to get plundered. These two tech, obviously this one helps, right, to get your goods back, but trucks don't really give that much value in my opinion. I used to think differently, but it's just I had another account where it's not completely free to play, um, but it was close to free to play because I only spent like $150 on that account. So I rushed for this truck. I got an extra truck, but I was getting plundered. All my trucks were getting plundered unless it was on my squad 1. So I like to send my trucks out with my squad 1 only most of the time. Unless so right now, when is reset? Reset is another 5 hours. 5. Okay, so yeah, reset. So it's in another 5 hours. So I send my trucks on my squad one. This is my squad one. So I send on my squad one. So I have ones where it's only one cheese, then I'll send it on squad two because I have to send. This is 3 out of 4, so I need to send one more, or else I'll lose it at reset. So I'll send this one with my squad two. But my squad two is pretty weak, so the chances of my squad two getting plundered is actually really high. So you can only send your squad one with the truck so much per day. It's really hard to send all your trucks with squad one. So I sometimes if I time it correctly, I can send all 4 trucks with my squad one. But most people will have to send one or two of their trucks with their other squad, which will get plundered a lot easier. So I'm already having trouble keeping all my trucks safe. Giving me an extra truck means I have to send that truck with a weaker squad. So for that reason, I don't recommend upgrading this that much. I'd rather keep the Valor, unless like I have a really insane amount of Valor that I can't use. Like I have like 30K Valor, then sure I will upgrade some of this. But at this point, I actually have more resources than Valor. So I have 2.8G gold. So I'm waiting to get more Valor so I can upgrade my SF. So, um, but I think there is a lot of value upgrading this one to level 5. So each truck will give you more resources. So um, I'm not doing it, but if you're free to play, you're probably going to be upgrading this one, and it's probably the best choice for you. But for me, I'm not upgrading this tech anytime. And finally, we get to our last tech, the Special Forces. This is one of the techs that almost everybody should be focusing on. You want to get to tier 10 troops. Tier 10 troops are actually pretty OP. Um, let's look at the troops first. Okay. So morale is one of the biggest things in this game when it comes to PvP. So when you have higher morale than your opponents, you actually do a lot more damage. So it increases by morale by 100, which is a lot. Okay. So you just look at the difference in power and everything, right? HP. So when you get a higher tier, it just gives you a lot more power. So tier 10s are kind of like the end game. To get to tier 10, it just requires an insane amount of gold and time and valor. So this is what you should be focusing on. um, so let's talk about this first. Where's my announcements? Okay, so this is the fastest path to get to down here to the T10s. Okay, so getting to here is not, you don't get T10s right away. There's still building requirements, but this is the fastest path. So the top, you upgrade each to 4, 4, 4, 1, 1, 3, 3, 3, 1, and you have to get these to max. So these ones cost so much gold, it kind of eclipses everything here. Like everything here before these three add up is nothing compared to the last three. These three, I think the level 7 to 10 for the last three, it's more gold than all of these combined, just for those 9 upgrades. So this is the fastest path. As I just showed you, I did not take the fastest path. So I actually have this maxed out and this maxed out. This one reduces all damage taken by heroes during battle at 15%. So this is pretty OP when it comes to PvP. Reducing the damage means your survivability is better. You will stay alive longer. And the longer you stay alive, the more damage you can deal. So I'm a big fan of this. So that's why I have these maxed out. And it doesn't cost that much Valor and resources. Um, so that's just me. I'm not recommending you do it the same way as me. A lot of people will say just take the fastest path all the way down, but it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take months and months to get to this point if you don't buy resource packs. So I don't buy resource packs. All my gold is it's not free to play. Obviously, I do spend a little bit of money, but I don't buy any of these packs. So these ones, right? I don't buy any of them to get resources from them. So most of my gold comes from gold zombies and resource stresses. So I'm this is what I'm doing to get gold. So I kind of rushed my base to 27 so I can get tier 9 troops. So I'm level 28 right now, but I'm not really focusing on headquarter as much as I was before. So I mainly just wanted the tier 9, so that's why I rushed to 27. So once you rush to 27 and you upgrade your barracks to 27, the requirements to get to 28 is actually just your tech center and then, upgrading your headquarters. So that's why I got to 28 pretty fast, but I am most likely going to stall at this level for quite a while. So once I hit 27, so this is what I started doing. So all these resource choice boxes, I converted them all to gold. So this is what I've been doing. So that's why I have so much gold compared to my other resources. And I want to get tier 9, tier 10s as soon as possible. So that's what I've been doing, and that's what I'm gonna continue to do. Um, this is a very so all the upgrades here upgrades your units, so your troops. Okay, so all of these. This is the tech that's gonna kind of like make or break your account. How strong your account is really depends on this tech. If somebody's stronger than me right now and I can get tier 10s before them, even if they're like a million power more than me, I can probably beat them if I have tier 10s and they don't, because the morale just boosts so much when it comes to PvP. So yeah, I have this maxed out, but starting from here, I'm probably just gonna go the fastest path. This is a really good one to upgrade, but it just costs too much to try to get this to level 10. Because in order to get this to level 10, you need all of these to level 10, and that's going to be a little bit expensive. But when I do get my tier 10s, the first thing I'm going to do is come back here and try to get this maxed out. Yeah, so from now on, I'm going to be taking the fastest path down to this. So once you have this, okay, you don't get tier 10 troops yet. So you need your barracks at level 30, and I think you need your tech center to be level 30. Let me just double check. I think that's the requirement. Yeah, so you need your tech center level 30. So that means your HQ has to be 30, and you need your barracks to be level 30 to get tier 10s. So that's it for this video. Rule of thumb when it comes to tech that I usually follow is if it doesn't require that much resource and doesn't take that long, if you're able to finish a tech just from help from your alliance, I would recommend just doing it. Anything that well, you have to use speed ups to finish it up, then I would just say wait. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.